So what we're doing today is I've just got myself my new beast, my DeWalt. It's the 745, what is it? DWE 7491-XE, and it's come with the stand, which is great. So great for being mobile and for just using it outside here. But I don't want to leave this outside. I want to try and get this in my workshop. So I'm going to build a bit of a mobile workbench for it, but it's going to be modular. So this will be part of multiple mobile workbenches, which will all interlock into each other. So what we're going to do is we're going to just work on the first one today, which is basically just to accommodate this. So based on my designs, just dimensions wise, it's going to be about 900 wide. This actually is 742 mil, and it will be about 600 deep. Actually slightly longer. Alright, so let's get started. Alright guys, so we're going to use these beautiful flavoured Merbau for our workshop benches. Why are we using this nice beautiful wood? Because I got it cheap from my local hardware. So this whole slab was 60 bucks. It's 1.8 meters by 600 or 0.6. And basically I want to cut them in half. So each bench was going to be 900 by 600. Okay. Beautiful. Alright, let's cut that beautifully. Nice solid cut. So we've got a little bit of splintering on the top, and to avoid that, again, I'll use that underneath because the underside's perfect. But if you want to avoid splintering on both sides, just run a piece of tape, draw the line on the tape, and that will stop the splintering. That's perfect. So we've got a few of these slabs to cut up, so might as well get it done now. We're going to cut it into 600 by 600, 600 by 600, and 600 by 600. So this is going to be drill press. This is going to be bandsaw, and this is going to be the top next to the DeWalt. So yeah, so you'll see those in projects to come. Now I'll explain the tape method. Because what's happening is with these ones, I need the edges and the top's perfect. So what's happened is I've marked where I want to cut. I've marked 35 mil out. Now I don't need to worry about where I'm going to cut now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run the tape over. We don't need to see that line. And we have to make sure that the tape does go all the way over and under. Because what's happening is as the blade comes out, it's blowing out all the timber because it's hardwood. So it's very important it goes over and under. Line up our timber as our guide. Alright, so she might be a bit difficult to see, but you take the tape off and there's no blowout whatsoever. Nice clean edge. With a nice perfect cut. Normally all that timber would pop out. Alright, so these are going to be all nice, beautiful bench tops in my workshop. Variety of different sizes, you'll see how it all pans out. Check out all my future videos for these. The only one we're going to be working with today is this one here. So we'll put the others away for later. Alright guys, so for this workbench we're going to need two lengths of 90 by 35 at 3.6 meters. now I've got my cut list, and then we're also going to need, I'm using the side bench, this Merbu hardwood. So for my cut list, so I've worked everything out for this particular bench for the DeWalt. So we've got basically 2 lengths at 900, 2 lengths at 830, 2 lengths at 620, and 4 lengths at 575. And then there's 2 mystery lengths, which will work out once we get the DeWalt set up. Okay, so let's work on the first side. So for the first side, we need 2 575s and 2 620s. Bang. Alright, got a nice flat surface. So the 575s, I've already pre-cut everything. And we're going to use pocket holes for that. So just come in the male part of the press, like Craig Pocketology. So let's get this set up. Here she is. Alright, so while we've got this, let's just mark out where we're going to put the pocket holes. Let's look for the nicer sides timber, so we'll put that on the outside. Outside. Alright. So we'll just mark where the pocket holes are going. Here, 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 here. Just so we don't forget. Put them out of the way. These 2. Okay. Now with this you can actually screw it to the table if you like. So let's get the positions right. Okay. Let's get this adjustment right for this thickness of timber. So we'll just center the piece of timber. Put that lock in place. Alright, so we've adjusted that to 1.5 inch. We've adjusted the side scale to 1.5 inch. Centered, flat. So here we go. Surface is flat. Just double check we don't want the wrong pieces drawn on. There are tops. Alright, so now if these are all nice and square, just line up the edges, and that's it. Now what I'm going to do to make this easy and get them top cut timber and just screw this to the table. Okay, so we'll just get something firm to push up against. Again, make sure this is all clear. Bit of glue might help too. Alright guys, so there you go. All done. Nice, solid, strong. Alright, so we're going to use, again, I've got the sides mixed up. I've got 2 good sides and 2 bad sides, but that'll sand off. So we'll put that at the bottom. Let's have that at the top. And yeah, so let's do the next two pieces. Alright, so these are the two 830 lengths. Let's double check. Yep. And then with these ones, they're going to intersect at this at right angles. So let's make sure that these line up. Okay. So now we need this piece and this piece. Okay, let's put this other edge on. Now this piece might look funny, but it actually has to go on the outer. So with this one, we're going to come in straight from the side. Alright, so this stem is going on the outside. Again, believe me, there's method in the madness. So we just pre-drill these, get these in. Good. I do make a mistake. So this piece here doesn't go in at the top, so let's take her out. So now what we have to do is work out, this actually goes down here. So workbench goes in here, so we just need to work out the height of this. Okay, so we still need this piece. Let's go work that out. Alright guys, let me take you through what I've done here. So basically, this is the top. It's an offcut of the bench that's going up here, so I'll pop it on top. Okay. So the distance from the top to where the foot would, the bottom of the foot, is 32.3 centimeters. Okay. Then we're going to have a shelf. We then have a cross piece. Okay. Therefore, the distance between here and here is what we need on the other side. Okay. So let's just mark that with this. Alright guys, so there you go. So we just pop that in there. That lines up beautifully. Okay. So now we pop the pocket holes in this. And then let's make the piece on this end. Alright, all done. Cut them out. Beautiful. Alright, so let's get this secure. support against the back. Make sure the end is flush. Now the end's twisting, so we'll do this end next. Push that in. Beautiful. Now this piece will go here. So let's just pop a block here. Where it's supposed to be. Beautiful. So now just make sure so it's accurate. The spacer we used at that end, we'll use the same spacer at this end, just in case that block was slightly out of place. That's great. Oh, it's starting to look like something. Switch her around. Piecing. Again, this last piece goes on the outside. So let's just use block of wood. Wood. Up. This is the floating site, so we'll do this one first. That's it. Alright guys, so there's the base of the frame. So that's actually the back of it. Obviously the high side where there will be a bench. That's the front of it. And then the other side. Alright, let's go to the next step. Alright guys, so just in order to make this thing mobile, I've temporarily put some of these casters in. These are from old swivel chairs. So I've just jammed those in there. Later on we're going to probably put some proper casters with brakes. But again, it's Corona time at the moment and we can't go to Bunnings, the local hardware, to get wheels. We've got to order them online. So I'm going to have to order a whole heap of them. Alright, that'll work fine for now. Alright, so let's get this top on. So basically, what we're going to do is just going to do chipboard. Cut that to size. That's an offcut from something else. Just slop that on there. So before I put this on though, I'm just using this offcut for the moment. I'll pop the bench on there and then just make sure, put the DeWalt on there and make sure heights are all perfect.